All right, people. Round two. I don't need to be signed into that. That should be fine. So we should be live, and we are ready to play some Ultimate X. I'm excited to give streaming here a shot and see how it goes. If you're watching, thanks. So yeah, we just had a big hand. We had 3 queens and made 3 boats. So we're gonna start with some little bonus multipliers. Sorry, thought I heard a sound. Everything should be good. Start with some multipliers and yeah, go from there. We're just going to play some hands and kind of rip through them, and then if anything's interesting come up that I'm not sure on, we will review it. Yeah, starting balance is 21,054, and I think that's all we need to know. Let's give it a shot. Alright, get a pair with all these multipliers. Maybe we can improve some. Only improved twice, not the best spin. That's pretty good though. Paid 6 dimes. Yep. Jack with suits here. We're playing double bonus Ultimate X, which is my favorite gambling game. So this is the only one I've really played at any sort of competent level. I've played some jacks or better back in the day, as we all have, but I've been doing some training and enjoying playing this game lately. So yeah, alright, 3 nines. This is a big hand. Don't improve, but get the multipliers at least. I thought we were gonna hit all 10 hands. We started with the first 4. Yeah, so let me just double check here that I do in fact have the chat up. I've got chat, but it says I'm not signed in. But I would assume no one is chatting because no one is watching. But if someone was chatting and I didn't have it up, I would feel pretty bad. So just double check that things are working. Signed in. But perfect. All right. Well, if you are here in the present or in the future, let me know how you're doing in the chat. This will be ace queen because of the penalty guards, they call them, the blockers. 4 of spades really hurts us, and the 2 also hurts us. So often you would just be holding ace, not ace queen, but up to like 24 25 there you would keep the queen. Similar type of thing, but it's 1 2 3 5 6 7. I think it's real close. I think we will go to just the ace by a couple pips. We're gonna check it after this hand, but yeah, ace 6 and then king 3 9. That's 17x. Not the worst result. So we'll go over to our fancy program where we can review things, and we had something like this at 17x, and I kept just the ace, and you can see I was just barely off. At $10 a spin, this one was for $6.16. This is for $6. I mean $6.17, $6.18. So we gave up a penny, which, you know, it's just a penny, but in this game, we're giving up 14 cents per $100. So, you know, you're giving an extra penny every hand. I guess that's not the worst mistake. I think it's at 18x we would get to hold the ace only and not the king. But if we change the cards around, let's call it a 20, even a higher multiplier, and make it the 3 be the suit that is hurting us, and just a different straight card, because we also were giving up a straight card there. So when we go from those blockers to these, you can see that we still are holding ace king at 20, and it would continue for, we need to make up another 0.15 in EV, and we're making up 1.2 over 20 hands, so we're making up 0.6 every 10 hands, so about two or three more hands. You could go farther into the math on that and get that exact, but those should be roughly close enough. Two pair. A couple of boats, so some nice multipliers there, and we keep the pair. Improve on 112x. Whoops, missed the pair here. My monitor that I'm using to play on is like really large, and I've got the game full screen, so sometimes it can be a little tricky visually. So I am might make a couple small errors here and there that I go back and fix. This is kind of an interesting one. The hand has 3 different components. I think we keep the suits here with the king. And it's by a little bit. We'll check this one too. But yeah, sometimes you would keep king jack, and then sometimes you would keep ace here. So there's 3 different draws you would make with this hand based on the multipliers. Make one flush, so obviously a good decision. So I'll show you that. We had king, 8-3 or something, and a jack and an ace with no dead suits, and we were at 12. You can see at 12 we keep the king with the suits, and then at about 15-ish, let's check 15 right on the dot. I should have made it like 16 to give myself some wiggle room. This site, by the way, is great, but no, not even close. Where? Oh, I had messed up the math here. So we need to make up another 1 in EV. Every 15x we're making up about 2. So at 22 we would keep the king jack. The king jack. Okay, well, I mean, you see it's getting closer. So my quick math is needs some improvement, but math's for nerds, so back to the game. Queens. High pair, we're always going to be keeping it unless we have 4 to a royal. Or 4 to a flush with some high cards. That's some low multipliers. Three of kinds and 2 pairs. 2s are good because we can make a bonus. We only make 1 made hand. King jack 10-9-9. We keep the 9s. If this was queen jack 10-9-9, some straight flush combos come into play, but that's not the case here. Make a boat. Improve on the 12x. We don't, but that's okay. Yeah, just check in on this again. throw a thumbs up on my own thing, because, you know, that's what you gotta do. If you're not gonna like your own video, who's gonna like it for you? You know what I'm saying? Just the ace, 4 to a flush. This is the fun hand. Make some flushes, get some multipliers. Just one, but at least it was on the 2x. And this is Queen Jack 9-8 or Queen Jack 8. I think it's just a 3 to the straight flush. Even though the 9's a penalty card. Maybe we'll double check this one after we bang on a straight flush on the 10x. Alright, 2 improvements. Let's just double check this one. We had 19x, Queen Jack 8. I mean, the 9 and 7 were suited, but that won't affect the EV. And just the 3 to the straight flush, you can see. And I think it's always that. It's never just Queen Jack, yeah. Cool. Well, we got that one right. At 14, we keep Ace King. At 15, I think it is, we would pitch it and just keep ace, because we have a dead 2 and we have a dead spade. And I mean, I might as well show this one too. So like the whole penalty card thing is interesting how that works. So like, say you have ace king and you don't have any relevant low cards, you're always going to be keeping just the ace, because you make more straights, you make more flushes. But once you start having some penalty cards or some dead cards, then it is more value to keep the king. It just becomes higher EV for a little while because of the value of the multipliers and stuff. So at 15 we were, and we had the dead spade and a dead wheel card. And then there was a king, and then there was some irrelevant card. We'll call it an 8. This is real close to being right on the number. I had 14, so I kept ace and king. We're gonna try ace and king here, but I think it's just ace at 15. At 14, you keep ace and king. At 15, it's still there. So you can see sometimes you're holding ace king, sometimes you're holding ace, and you're making up 0.1. You're making up 1 every 15 hands, so you're making up 0.2 every 3 hands. We need to make up a little more than... so it would be 2 hands. So at 17x, we would be keeping just the ace. Or 18 there. All right. Back at it. Aces. Aces are fun if you get 4 of them. I'll take 3 of them on a full screen of it. Yeah, a decent type 2, I guess they call it. We can make 2 different straight flushes here, so it's better than just the jack. If we had 2, 4, 6 of clubs and 5, we would be keeping just jack here at this multiplier. Straight flush draw is always a lot of variance. 2 pair, a lot less variance. High pair, a lot less variance. Improve on the 12x too. That was a good spin. And okay, 4 to a flush. For a second, that looked like 4 to a royal. But we'll take it. That's a good hand to get dealt. And this is actually just queen jack, not the 7. At this multipliers 19, 28, 9, 31, 2, 3. Try not to sing to you. Got some Gordon Lightfoot stuck in my head. Yeah, this is another dead card situation. So here we're keeping the King 10-4 suited. And because, like, usually, you know, at like 15 or so is where the, like, if this was like, I don't know, we're not going to talk too much about it, but the cards affected here. And we really hurt our ace draws. We have 2 dead to a wheel, 2 dead to a straight. So at 12x, it's very clearly the king, the 3 flush with the king. I'll try not to talk so much at every hand. Easy to do, especially when you're talking to yourself. Keep the kings. Whoops, almost missed the straight flush draw. Well, not straight flush draw, but 3 straight flush. One straight, not the worst result. Straight on the 8x, that's pretty lucky. Yeah, so I'm gonna play till I win, I guess. Till I win a lot of money. Make something exciting, or till I lose a lot of money. We started at like 21.50 or so. Or maybe until the kid wakes up. Then I might have to end the stream. I'm like 99% sure ace 4-5 suited is the hold here. It's not that close. But we're going to check this one just to double check. Especially when you brick it, you know, it makes it feel that much worse. So we were at 16x. By the way, I don't know if everyone thinks of it as like 16x or a 1.6 average or whatever. But if you don't like the whole 16x thing, maybe you play, you know, 5 or 3 hand ultimate x or whatever. You can just divide it by 10 and we'll be speaking the same language. So yeah, it's always the ace 4-5, you know, suited here. Queen Jack is kind of a special hand in general in this game because you make so many straights with Queen Jack compared to, like, you know, other Broadways. And I'm just realizing I can pull the stream up on my phone on the side. So that will help me know if anything's going on that I should be aware of. I'm very new to this streaming gambling online business. So forgive me if I have a couple things here and there that are taking some time to iron out the wrinkles. This is one that changes at a multiplier, but I think it's going to be roughly like 17 where we keep King Jack. And that was a nice pull. We'll just look at this one quick. We're going to call it 17 and we'll keep the King Jack. But that's 2. That will prove my point. Okay, it's a little higher than that, but you see it's getting very close, and that the EV is catching up. So it would be like 20x or something, and so we did make the correct play, although we were a little bit off of where the threshold was. Ace King Queen 10 here, I think. Okay, aces and 7s. Another one where the multiplier matters, but it's much higher. It's in the 50s. 4 to a flush. Just one flush, not the best. And here's the spot we had earlier that I talked about. So we're going to go with the Jack of Spades. I think that's right at this point. with the bad version of the straight flush and a dead card. Okay, improve on the 10x. Not too bad. And once again, you know, we're trying to learn something, so we're gonna review the ones that we are worth reviewing, and I would call this one of them. Yeah, so you can see at the that's clearly the play, but I'm going to show you how sometimes that's not the play. At a lower multiplier, same type of straight flush, but we don't have a dead straight card. For a while, you hold the 3 straight flush. Fun game, huh? Pretty much always end up holding little pairs. Even sometimes over a straight draw, which I have recently learned. Pair of queens. Not getting anything too exciting so far. Couple decent draws, mostly bricked them. Couple decent multipliers. Whoops, mostly bricked them. This is a weird one. I think it's always queen jack suited instead of the 3 straight flush. But we had like 6, 7, 8 of diamonds, then it becomes 6, 7, 8 of diamonds. Made a flush, almost a straight flush, 1 card off. 5 of diamonds is a rough penalty card, but we're at 21x, so it's our only penalty card. So we will be drawing to the ace, and then we'll check it. You know, hit the 10x, so that's something. At what, 21? Ace, and then with the 5, and then 3 irrelevant cards. Just the ace here. Cool. Well, no real blunders so far, which is good. Nothing too exciting, which is not good. Jacks are good. We'll take a high pair every hand. We'll not take gutters, but... oof. You hate to see it. Lose all your multipliers. Don't cash in on a full screen of, what, 25x or so? And we will. I've got the stream up on my phone as well now, so I can see if anything's going on. I mean, it is also 2:30 in the morning where I am. It's like 11:30 at night in Vegas, or in, you know, the West Coast, so not the best stream hours for most people, but these are the hours I keep, so... And if I'm going to be playing, you know, I might as well hang out. You know, this always happens when you have no multipliers. You get dealt 3 of a kind. It's like a coin flip. And then we make 2 quads. I'm really glad we didn't have any multipliers from that gutter. I mean, just 1 8x from the gutter. Oh well. Jacked and suited. And then once you have all the multipliers, you get dealt a pittance. I mean, fun to make quads though. Here we go. See, no multipliers, give me 3 of a kind. It's 100%. I thought it was a coin flip. That's a good spin though. Quads on the 2x and make a boat. Go in the right direction again. Now we have aces. Aces and 8s. Hold on, we got to do math here. So base of 4x, 49. We keep the 2 pair here, but it's actually really, really close. It's actually at 50x where we draw to just the aces, if I did my math correctly when I checked this. And because we have no kickers, I'm going to think I might be off. Aces are more exciting because... Right? Is this dumb? I mean, it's right at the threshold. It's like break even either way. 50x is like what I had learned in my head for the number here. So I'm going with 49x as drawing just the aces, and then we're going to check this one. Well, let's make quads so it's worth it. And okay, we made so many 3 of a kinds. We hit an 8 here. We hit an ace here. So we passed on 2 boats. So that, I don't think that worked out very well for us, but it was close. What matters is the EV, not what actually happened. We're going to check this one because it's painful to make high EV mistakes. So I think this is like a tiny EV error. You can see this one's worth $54.68. This one's worth $54.80. And at 50, we have aces and 8s and 10. And we are correct to draw to the aces. You see that? This one's worth... They're worth the same now. And at 51, it would be worth an extra 12 cents the other direction. So I was a little unsure if I had factored in the kicker when I had studied that previously. So yeah, 12-cent error, rough, but you know, fun. That's why we're doing this for fun, right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Two gutters, that's pretty good. Yeah, just ace. Pretty much complete whiff. 4 to a flush, that's pretty exciting. 3 flushes, that's good. And now we have Jack 10, 9, 7. Eventually it's just Jack, but that's like in the 80s or something. 3 gutters, 1 on the... Wait. We had 3 10x's, we hit 2 of them. That's a nice pull right there. We'll take that one. I think we keep the 5 with this. It's pretty close. 31x. Make 2 3 of a kinds, which is pretty funny. We have 3 diamonds. We have 3 diamonds. We had 3 of a kind twice. These were the only relevant cards. I don't think the straight cards are relevant. I think we keep the 5. And eventually we keep just queen 10, but it's like at 80x, so. Nice job, us. Pair of 7s. Queen Jack, even with 2 dead cards, doesn't matter. Pair of kings, improve on the 8x. Let it go. Just double checking visually sometimes when I sit there. All right. Quad 9s on the 10x for 250. Almost. Make a boat. So we've got 48x multiplier here. It's going to be gutter. Gutter right up the gut. I like it. Gutter on the 12x. Jack on the 12x. Three of kinds. Decent. 1-2 pair, that's not the best. All right, 4-2 a flush. 3-2 a royal looks pretty, but it's for the flushes to hold. 2 flushes, 1 on the 4x, that's pretty good. Above average for sure. Not the best there. And this is ace-jack suited, not the gutter, I think. This, I don't know if at like 10 you would pull to the gutter. I don't think so, though. I think it's just ace-jack suited here. We're going to check it after. So, we'll check it for 10 because that is like the only time where I think it might be at the pull. So, ace-jack suited and then 3 non-suited wheel cards. At 10, yeah, even at 10, it's very close at 10. Oh wait, no, dyslexic, not even close at 10. Make a royal, you know, make a royal is really good in this game. Pair of 9s, pair of kings, just king. 0 kings this time. Yup. I can see your patterns. Sneaky pair of 9s, hard to see. A full whiff, that's rough. Pair of aces. Just 1 improvement there. Alright, high pair, we'll take that. And a low pair, or mid pair, I guess. Low pairs are better than mid pairs. Because of the bonus, that's the part of the bonus part of double bonus. Yeah, so if you're watching this replay for some insane reason, maybe you are lost, and you like Ultimate X Video Poker, I'd appreciate a subscribe a lot. And as I'm shilling for a sub, if I make a royal, you have to sub. It's the rules. Everybody knows. This one was looking good. And you know, I should have thought about like 1 in 1200 chance or whatever it is of making a royal, because like I'm never gonna get a sub if 1 in 1200 is what I need for people to sub. This is keep the jacks, not the flush. It's really close, so it's like 12x where you keep the, or it's like over 12x, and then if we had like a queen instead of a 10, we would be keeping the 4 flush right now. That's another one that it's easy to mess up and always keep the high pair. Sometimes you would draw to the flush instead of the high pair when your multiplier is low enough or when you have extra high cards. Yeah, as I was saying, a sub would mean a lot to me. A like on the video would mean a lot to me. And any sort of feedback on what I can be doing better or what you would like to see would also mean a lot to me. So, thanks for being here. We are playing for real money. I know it might seem like, what is this guy doing just sitting on this computer? But we're playing on Bet Rivers in Pennsylvania. They have legalized, regulated online poker and online gambling. Poker is my main game, but there's some good casino bonuses and stuff that I need to use on the site, so I've been learning Ultimate X, as it is the best game in the casino on this site. And in any casino where you can find full pay Ultimate X, you're doing pretty good if you know close to the right strategy. And like, not only is it a pretty good return, it's 99.86% if you're playing optimally, and you can get to like 99.75 with like a simplified strategy. It's also just a lot of fun because you get like multipliers, and then it's like, okay, if I get 4 twos here, it pays like $800 for the kicker or whatever. So it kind of like every hand something good can happen. Although, you know, when you brick, then it's like, okay, well, just have base pay. I need to play one hand to even have something good happen. So this is kind of lame, but you know, now we're at 10x, and now we have aces. That hurts. But this one's better. Now we're at 20x, so something good could happen. Like a 2-pair for $1. See a boat, 12x, extra 9, you know, for $18 or whatever on the 12. Let's go. Didn't hit the 12x, but hit a lot of stuff. You keep the straight. Even if we had 5, 6, 7 of clubs and then an 8, you keep the open end or higher EV. One of those tricky ones, but once you've seen it a couple times, easy to remember. 2 straights, bat and par. Or I guess batting isn't the right word. This one's weird. I think this is the hold. I could be making a small mistake here. But if it's like ace, king, queen, jack 8 with these suits, I think it would be the gutter. We're going to check this. We're at 24x multiplier. Base of 10 plus an extra 7 for each of these. So we're going to roll with this, and then we're going to check this one. Okay. So we were at 24x. We had king, queen, 8. And we had ace and 10 for the gutty with the high cards. And we're like way off here. This is discouraging to see. Whoops. Well, I'll remember that for next time. Some similar types of hands. I'm not sure why that's freaking out. Say we're at like 25x multiplier. And we have king, queen, jack, 9. So this is 3 high cards. And we're going to call it no suit. So this is a similar hand class. I think it's just a 2 to the royal. Nope. Removal effects. Eventually it is a 2 to the royal. In that situation, you can see we're catching up in EV. So we're making up almost 4 every 25. We need to make up 6. So after a dealt straight, it'd be that. And then let's check this with call the 7 of clubs, the 7 of hearts at 25. Change the suits, but suits don't matter that much. Now I'm just curious if I was just, yeah, I'm just off on this one. Okay, well, this is good to know. My bad there. So our first blunder or mistake, which was like a 70-cent mistake, which is pretty bad. Pretty bad. But we move forward. And, ooh, this is a close one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, after I was just talking about it, this is very close. Usually you keep high pair, but with the ace, king, and queen of high suit, I'm going to keep the flush draw, and then we'll check this one quick. All right, 4 flushes, so clearly I made the right play. If you're joining me, thank you. I appreciate it. A like would mean a lot to me. Or a subscribe if you want to see more Ultimate X. All right, let's see if I was correct. Boom, we got one right. A tricky one. If we had aces, we would draw to the aces because you can make 4 aces, and 4 aces is worth a lot. And now we have a full screen of a lot of multipliers and another tricky one. I think it's gutter. I'm not going to do anything anything crazy now that I've got a blunder on the board. 2 straights, 1 on the 10x, that's a good result, above average, and 3 nines. Quad nines for 200, called a night. Alright, 1 quads, 1 boat. Nothing on the 10x, but we'll take what we can get. The kid's stirring a little bit. Gotta keep an eye on that. 1 boat, we'll take that. Some 3s on the 12. 1 3 on the 12, that's a good spin. King. There's alright, quads, unexpected quads. That's decent. An unexpected flush, unexpected 3 of a kinds. Now we're heating up. Back to break even. Oh, dealt flush, here we go. This is what you're looking for. So dealt flush at 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 20x multipliers, so what, 30? 60? Is that right? And now we're going to have 100x on this next pull. So this could be big. Dealt royal flush is 40k on a $10 bet. Let's see what happens. No dealt royal, but we do know that we keep the gutter here. Good luck us. Yeah, it's pretty bricky. Pretty bricky. Many such cases. The 3 straight flush here of the type 2 variation, I think they call it. We can make 2 different straight flushes. Hey, there it is. The ever elusive straight flush on the 3x too, and a flush. That's a good spin. Can't complain about that. And we have a decent draw here. All right, well, bad, but whatever. Up $100. Time to lock it up, right? I think I'm going to make the goal, what, 21.5 or something exciting. But, you know, sometimes you just, like, got to keep playing. Or you could quit when you brick, but we can't quit right now. Yeah, king. 3 flush is better than nothing, but it's not better than high card. I don't think we ever keep the queen 10 suited over the king queen. I'm just going to double check after this hand. But I think it's always the king queen here. So let's take a look at that. 13x, king, and then some irrelevant cards. Yeah, it's yep. It's close, very close, but always the king queen. And king queen suited. If they were 3 suits, then we could go king queen jack. That straight flush was kind of fun. I mean, straight flushes like don't pay all that great, but it's just kind of exciting to get a straight flush. Almost missed the deuces. Okay, aces and jacks, and now as we know, above 50x, we draw to just the aces. And then there's card effects in there. If there's some dead kickers, it becomes a little higher to where you would go just the aces, but at least 38. All right, 2 boats. That's a great spin. 48x here. Just king. No, we keep the 2. We keep the 2 with this one. If this was queen jack 2, we would drop the king, but we have a dead 10 as well. Two flushes, that's pretty lucky. Especially one on the 12x. And we will just check this one quick. 48, king, jack, 2, dead 10, dead random card. And as you see, we want to keep the 2 for a little while longer. This king jack suited is catching up, but it makes up roughly 4 every 48x. We need to make up another 1, so it's like above, a little above 60 there. All right, this is a big spin. And a bit bricky. a bit bricky there. Oofta. They love to do it to you. Like even there we had 5 pairs, you know, with a king, just king. How silly is that? All right, dealt 2 pair. One boat, 39x here. Just jack. No, 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 no. 4s. 4s are good. We can make bonus hands. 1 3 of a kind. Not very good. 4 to a flush. Wait, yeah. 4 to a flush. All right, 1 flush. Pair of jacks, guaranteed winner. Well, I guess we could lose 50 cents, but sometimes losing 50 cents is a win. 21, 2, 3. Getting close to just ace, but dead jack as well, so keep the suits. No flushes. Pair of 4s. 4 improvements is pretty good. Pair of jacks. At least 20x next spin. 22x here. And it is king queen suited. Still up, but trending in the wrong direction. All right, that's a good spin. And, okay, this is another one. We talked about a similar situation earlier. Just queen jack here. Queen jack has special properties. You make more straights. You can make 2 straight flushes and a royal. And you can make a lot of high pairs and a lot of straights. So I'll show you how queen jack suited is better after this one at 27x or whatever this is. Straight. See, I told you straight. Flush. This is basically a royal flush here. We should get paid more for that. And this was what, 27-ish. Queen jack, low suited card, and then 2 other cards. So you can see that you want to keep just the queen jack here above roughly 20x multiplier. All right, nice multipliers. Just ace. Let it rip with some 3s. All right, there we go. 4 of a kind 3s. When you don't expect it. A kicker would pay, what, 200? That's all right. I'll take that one. Did not see that coming. It's always in the back of your mind when you have the low pairs, like, oh, we could make quads here, but it doesn't happen too often. It is part of the equation, though. Yep, just ace. 2 flushes, that's pretty lucky. And now we got a pair. 1 3 of a kind, that's rather unlucky. To have only 1 improvement, but you know, there's going to be ebbs and flows. At the end of the day, the goal is to lose an average of 1.4 cents a pull and get half of it back in points and get the rest of it back in upping your VIP status and then maximize your bonuses, which we do have a pretty fun bonus coming up that we got to play. So one of these days, once we have some viewers, we are going to play $1,500 through of a bonus I got from the weekly blackjack free roll. If you play 20 bucks or whatever of money. So I'm trying to think of a fun way to play that, and I think we're going to end up just doing some higher value spins. But okay, so this is similar to like the ace king queen 10 spot earlier. I think we keep the jack. I could be wrong here. But this seems like pretty clearly the play. And at like a high number, we might keep just the 2 to the royal. Well, now I'm starting to think about this. If the 7 wasn't here, we wouldn't keep the jack. So now I'm thinking we keep the 7. But that just seems wrong. And we don't keep king queen over king queen 7 at this multiple. This just seems like we keep. That doesn't seem like. No, it's got to be this. We're gonna check this one. This one is a very weird one. This could be a blunder. And I hope it's not. Gotta refresh this thing. It's a new day. Bet max. Alright. So that weird one. 20x and we had king queen and then a jack and 7 and some card. 7 suited and some card. Yeah, okay, go away thing. And I kept jack, which felt very counterintuitive, and it's like pretty bad. And my logic was correct, but like I don't know why I felt for some reason I was supposed to keep the jack here. So you can see we keep the 7 to go with it, and at a high multiple we would keep just king queen like above 80x. Yeah, that was stupid. I you know, not the worst result though, but we will remember that one for next time. So it looks like I'm dropping a bunch of frames. Hopefully that's not mattering. And that's just gonna be kind of like a random noise thing, and it won't affect things too much. But if this is unwatchable, I'm sorry about that. Some 3 of a kinds. Keep the 9s. That's a good spin. Keep the gutter. The high gutter. One conversion. I'll take it. Alright, straight flush. And low 4s. 2 pair. 30x minimum next spin. This is where it starts to get fun. 2 boats of 48x here. And we have just an ace. But good things can happen with just an ace. Like jacks are better. Bad things can happen with open enders. I mean, really, anything can happen. Like, you can make 5 flushes. It's just not a problem. And then you have all those multipliers. What are you going to do? This is a tricky one. I don't think it's that tricky, but 55? I think at some point we stop keeping the 9-8. I don't know. Seems close. Whatever. 1 straight on a multiplier. And we'll just double check this quick about the 9-8 business, especially after I made a second somewhat blunder. I guess I'll call it an error. A blunder is like, you know, you lose half a bet or something. Losing 5% of a bet is still pretty bad, but do we ever not keep the 9-8? No. Wrong. There's like some Jack 10 and 8-7 situations where, say you're at 120 and you have like a Jack 10, 8-7, whatever, with clean suits. I'm sure this is just jack by like a decent bit. So that's the equivalent situation that is coming into consideration there. 4 clubs. Let's hit on the 8x. I'll take 4 of them. And yeah, love to hold 3 cards this bad, huh? But it's right. And we made a flush. So see, and this is much better. 3 to the straight flush. We won't complain about this one. Make a flush on the 10x suit. It's the power of positive thinking. Jack 10 9 8, right? Yeah, that's correct. Just double checking in my mind. All right, 3 9s. Let's sweat it out, huh? To the slow roll here. Boom. All you got to do is slow it down. Now, for some reason, when you make quads, they don't give you the nice sound. So we just got to sit here in the silence and look at that beautiful pull. And just think about how skilled I am. And now we got jacks, so another decent spin, guaranteed. And now we got a queen. So we could make a royal, you know? There's always that chance. So what was my starting balance here? I can see 21,054. So 21,550. Let's call that our goal. And if we get to that, we'll lock it up. Or if the kid starts waking up here, we might have to lock it up. But not the best result there. Queen Jack 10 looks weird. Double bonus. You don't keep the 10 here. But the multipliers make it better to make more straights. And we made 3 of them. So when you've got that, when you're that skilled at this game. Oh, this is a weird one. It's this. And if all the cards are down a rank, it's keep the high card or something. I don't know. So that's a weird one. We'll double check it. We it's okay. So here's the one with this. If this is like, if the jack is like a 9 and we have 9 6 5 with a random 8, we would keep the king. But because we have 1 face card, yeah, the 3 straight flush is best here. Just had to think about that for a second. Make a straight, make a flush. Now we got kings. Make it pay off. Now we have a king. See what we can do with it. 4 jacks are better, not too bad. Low mid pair. 50 cents. Not too good there. Make it straight. On 3x. 2 straights. Pretty good. Pretty good. And pair 10s. All right, 3 queens. Make some quads and a boat. Is that too much to ask for? Oh, I forgot to go slow. Okay, clearly slow is better. Next time we'll try slow and see if it works. Been live for about an hour, so let's hurry up and hit our goal and call it a night. Needs vampire hours. Queen Jack. That's a rough one. Always rough to brick completely. Especially with all those multipliers. And like Queen Jack, you're usually going to get something back. I think it's worth like half a bet or something. In immediate value. Alright, flush there, so getting it back. Plus, now we have 4-2 flush, so 1 on the 10x. By 1, I mean a diamond. Or a flush. 2 flushes, pretty good. Hit 1 of the multipliers. King, queen. Pair of jacks. And yeah, gutter. Always hold the high gutter, by the way. I mean, that's obvious, but because you could hit a jack. In our case, it didn't matter. So, oh boy, back-to-back bricks. That's painful. They gave us 2 pair and a 39x here to... Alright, here, let's try this slow. It's all about the slow pull. See, that's just more painful. And then they needle you. Like, you've been playing for 1 hour and you still don't know how to hit these hands. I'll show you how to hit these hands. I'll show you 2 pair. Alright, pair of 9s. Yeah, see, look how good I am. I told you I'd show you how to make quads. Quads again. 1-2 pair. Alright, let's make some flushes. 2 flushes, that's about par. Got a faster one more. See? If you fast roll, look. Once I hit speed, we hit every hand. It's all about how fast you can... I told you, now we hit every hand. Hit 10 hands. I bet I can do it again. Watch. Fast roll it, you hit 10 hands. Fast roll it, make quads. You make 1 3 of a kind. I don't think it actually matters. Jack. Oh, this one's close. It's this is one of those weird ones where if it's like king queen, I think you would keep the queen 7-6, but because it's queen jack, it becomes very close. I think it's close enough it doesn't matter, and the fact that I'm remembering it's a weird one means I'm going to go with the queen jack, and then we're going to check this one. Not the best, not the worst spin. Let's double check that one. So we were at 13x. We got the queen jack with the 6-7 and then some card. Alright, so you can see it is queen jack, and it would be even queen jack at 10. But let's call it king jack at 15. No, not at 15. We got to call it at 13 because I don't want to be wrong here. With the king jack, because we make fewer straights, it would be the suits. And then let's say at 13 with the queen jack, but say we had like a 9. And now we've got this. Because we block some straights, it might be the jack here. No, it's not, but it would be at 10, whereas before it wasn't at 10. Cool. Well, we've been trending the wrong way slightly, but all it takes is another nice quads, and we'll be at it. And some more high pairs. You gotta love the high pairs. Speaking of this is similar to what we were just looking at, whether you keep the king jack or the 3 suits, and the 9 has that effect. But we're over 20x, so it's the king jack here. But yeah, that's funny. This is the hand we just looked up. Almost the same. And like, I don't look up hands while I play. It's not clear to me whether that's against the rules, although I would assume it's against the rules. I mean, it is against the rules in a live casino. But Yeah, I've read through the terms and it's not like super clear. So I don't look up hands as I play. I do review them after they happen so I can learn what I should be doing. So I can know for the next time how it works. So if you're like, oh, why are you looking up hands? Or why aren't you looking up hands? That is the answer. Yeah, remember we had this hand earlier too, very similar, with the 7, and we learned you hold the 3 to the flush. So, not going to make that mistake twice. 1 flush, so we'll take it. Queen Jack suited, always a fun one to get. A lot of potential. And a gutter. Only 1 potential. 2 straights. There we go. And it's above average. By about 50% or 100%. Depending on how you think about it. No quads. It's kind of... Oh, wait. Are we above 30? We're the 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we keep the gutter here. It's right around the number, and we have no dead diamonds, but there's a dead 10, so. Brick. Brick City. 39x here. Delta pair. Alright, improve on the 12x. That's really all you can hope for there. Wow. Made 7 hands, including a flush and a 3 of a kind. That's worth a drink of water. All right, 2 pair. Here we go. Make a boat on the 10x. Make a boat. All right, make a boat on the 12x. Make 2 boats. I like the direction this is going now. Ace, King, Queen, 10. Make 2 straights. Straight on the 12x. 2 straights on 12x. Got greedy. Full brick. That's hard to do. It takes a lot of skill. I think this is the gutty. Like, I don't think I know. You hold the gutty, make 1 straight. Go back to our winning ways. This is just ace. Like 13-ish we would keep. Actually, it's slightly close. Maybe a 15x we keep the jack high suit because we have 2 straight blockers with the ace, but won't get too bogged down in it. Some people like are really anti, don't tell me what the right play is. Don't, I just am gambling. I want to know what the right play is. I'm here to lose as little as possible. I want to maximize my upswings. I want to maximize my value. I want to maximize my royal flushes. Oh, this is a nice one. This too. Live twice for a royal. Or 1 card away twice. So, that's... the fun part is making a royal flush. This is actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think this is this. Dead 2, dead 4. We're gonna double check. Maybe I'm wrong. I think with 2 dead straight cards plus the jack. Before we had a similar spot, and it was clearly the jack, clearly the ace. But here I think we keep the jack. The jack with the suits. Double check this one because I'm interested in it. I was what, 17? 6-2? No, 2-4. And a 6. I mean, the suits are like slightly switched around or whatever, but that's 17x. Yep. You can see that that is the correct hold. And just to demonstrate what I was talking about, even at at 17x and say you have Jack 6, 7. And then you have the ace. And then we'll call it a random 5 for some parity. This is only one straight blocker instead of 2. You would keep just the ace. No one saw a thing. Pair of 8s. Hit on 5 hands. Hit some 5s again. 2 3 of a kinds. Alright, aces on 5s. We keep the 5s until in the 50s. 2 boats. 48x here. 48? It's this. Pretty rough. Nothing. Nothing. Horrible. It's not what you want to see. Hard to run it up the right direction when that's happening. Alright, well, we just need to get the flow back. We need to, find that pacing. Stop overthinking things. Start making 2 flushes. Start getting dealt high pairs. Let your intuition take over. Speaking of intuition and stuff, this is the weird one. It's just gutter. It's just gutter. Although, when the multiplier gets higher, which this is kind of high, at some point it would be king jack, but we're at like 30x, 22, 20, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 34x. I think it's just gutter. And we just get wrecked. Sorry, Pam. You gotta go. 34x. We had king 10 suited component to the hand on top of that. Yeah, you can see this is just the gut shot and the jack. But it's close, and the king jack is catching up. This is actually closer than I thought. It's caught up by 7 over 34, so it's like another... At 40x, you would keep king jack, which is lower than I thought. I thought it would be more like 80x, so good to know. Alright, 2 pair. Start of a heater. 2 boats. 48x. 4 to a flush. Maybe we can cash in on this one. We're going to slow roll it. Look at this. How skillful. I hit both 12x's. I mean, that's why I'm me. That's how I operate. Just hit the 12x's. Call it a day. Two gutters. 1 gutter. Now I don't actually believe any of that I'm more lucky nonsense. I'm just being goofy. I mean, when you're streaming to no one at 3:30 in the morning, you gotta be a little goofy, right? 4 to the straight. This is one I used to always go for 4 to the straight, but at a very, very high multiple, you keep the pair, which surprised me. 1 straight, 4 to the straight flush too, so we get bonus points for that. Type 2 straight flush draw. Type 2 nothing, and right when you would like to have some multipliers, so you can make those big multiplied 4 of a kind aces. I hate when they do that to you. No multipliers, watch. 3 of a kind. Kings, almost the same thing. the gutter. This is one I get, like, if this is Queen Jack suited, I would be unsure here. I've just reviewed too many spots, though, so we're going to just not think about it after. 1 straight and 4 improvements total. Pretty good. King 10-3 or King Queen. 17, 18, 19, 20. This is getting to the close range. I think it's it feels King 10-3-ish to me. But this feels very marginal. Where like 30x it's a clear King Queen, 10x it's a clear King with suits. We had 20x. King 10-3, so we block some stuff. Queen and then like a card. So 20x we went to King 10-3 and we were right, and it's right for a few more hands. Making up 2.5 every 20. We need to make up another 0.6, so we need at 25 or whatever is where you would keep the King Queen. So I was barking up the right tree. Pair of 7s. Complete nothing. Four paying hands on a nothing pull, so can't be too mad about that. Better than starting with a pair. Same as starting with a jack. Okay, dead. This is Ace King because of our super penalty card. I'm not sure what they call that, but our straight flush penalty card I think is the correct term, and also a low straight penalty card. We end up keeping the king with our ace. And if you already knew that, you are probably a nerd, or have you been sitting here? You've been sitting here for an hour. All right, we've bucked the trend. We usually only get dealt 3 of a kind when we have 10x multipliers, so we got multipliers everywhere. Let's see if we can make some quads and reach our goal. Okay, slow, no more slow. You gotta do it fast. Fast is how you make the hands, even if it is less tension. Pretty good. 6 hits. Oh, this is a weird one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because we have the 4 of diamonds, we keep the jack in the suits. Now, if that was like an 8, and then the club was like a 6, then we keep the ace, I think. And I misclicked hit go because I was thinking, and I was hoping I didn't mess up. So I'm gonna try to show you the what I'm talking about here. So at 15, we have an ace, and then we have some suited stuff. But unfortunately, there's one of our straight flush cards are dead. And then we have, I think it was also a straight card. So this is so clearly draw to the suit with the jack because of all those penalty cards. But if our ace is clean, it's at the least less clear, but I think it just becomes draw to the ace. So just give us a clean ace, no dead cards other than the jack, and I think we keep the ace here. We don't, but it's closer. Man, I'm off of this. I'm gonna have to review that specific spot because although I haven't made the mistake in game, my mental threshold is slightly off. And that could be bleeding EV in those spots. And in the losing game, you don't want to be bleeding EV, that's for sure. One straight, pretty good. Okay, well, we're going to go with this. And if I'm wrong, we're calling it a night. But I'm pretty sure this is correct. I'm going to go with 97% sure. When you make 3 straights, you're right. These hands with like multiple components can get pretty tricky. But yeah, this has got to be the gutter. Yep. And not close. Never close. Well, we can keep going because we didn't mess it up. And hope for easier hands to play. Because we have such a riveted, engaged audience of me, myself, and I. You know, we can't stop. Not yet. Plus, I need to review this later, you know. See how it looks. See how it looks now we're 20 in. That's a pretty good hit. Pretty good hit considering. We're going to play for about another 10 more minutes. Ah, this one's close. It's just the 2s though. If I'm wrong, we're done. Made a boat, so I'm not wrong. And I know I'm not wrong. There's no way I'm wrong on this one. But if it's like 5s, I could maybe be wrong. I don't remember the multiplier, so we're going to call it 20. So you can see with the 2s, clearly go with the 2s. But if it's 5s or something, I'm not sure how that works. I feel like it's this. Okay, no, it's not. And it never is. Good to know. Good to know. If it's Queen Jack 9. Queen Jack 9 is where it gets interesting. Better than the 5s. Whoops. See. Similar type of hands, but not the same. This is King Queen. These are the ones that are like close for me that I was messing up sometimes. But not at this high multiple. This is clearly King Queen. Just ace. And 3 straight flush. Make something exciting. All bricks. Couple of queens. Couple of queens. 3 3X's. Alright, dealt 3 of a kind. And as you can see, when you go fast, you hit it, so. It backfired. We didn't get the excitement or the pull. Pair of 5s. 3 3 of a kinds, and then a couple 2 pairs. We'll take that for sure. Not the best there. 6s. Straight flush is a trap. Keep the pair always. Queen Jack suited is also a trap compared to 3s. 4 of a kind 3s is really good, so that's what we're gonna hope to make. Mixed. Whoops. Mixed Broadway. 3 straights? Who's better than this? Alright, things are heating up again. Keep the ace king 2 suited. And this is the gutter. 2 straights. For a second I thought we were bricking that one out. And it's a good thing we didn't, because we made 2 pair. Boat on the 8x? Is that too much to ask for? Nope. Not too much. Kings, I'll take it. Cash in on these multipliers, guaranteed. Boat in the top right. Beautiful sound of the next hand being multiplied. King, queen, that's a little rougher than we've been getting that. But that was a nice little run. Going in the right direction. And this is this. We talked about this earlier. 4 to the straight over the stupid straight flush. And that was a fun little run. We probably should hang it up at that one. But we're going to make one more fun little run. And then we're going to call it a stream. Hit on the 12x, so not too bad. 2 to a royal. High pair. Alright, here we go. This is going to be the last hand of the stream, this, and then I'll show you a cool little trick. If you've been watching, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, blah, blah, blah. Enjoy quads. Boom. And a little trick that if you want to quit, if you're in the casino and you want to quit, but you got the multipliers, you can take your bonus off and you can keep the multipliers. So this is a $5 hand. We can still play all our multipliers. And now you're just playing double bonus strategy. Which ironically, I don't know as well. But this is clear. All right, and I turn the bonus back on. Got no multipliers. So, $250 win. That is good, plus some valuable player points. Thank you for watching, and until next time.